3. When it comes to Championship League meetings, they've played 4.
Yes, counter does this. Short.
30.
And all of a sudden he'd be right back in contention for those playoffs. This is a very...
21.
Just playing for the loose red, it seems, just dropping the cue ball through.
Can be a very heavy... The clip I'm talking about is Selt plays a beautiful shot. Then you have... As he goes about his merry way here, the highlight for...
A good break so far from Matt, and it's a chance that Matt Selt needs to steady himself here and try and see out this visit. Yeah, one thing I really like about Matt Selt, between him and Tom, and Matt actually said that he wouldn't have been happy to have cleared the table at that visit against Tom, because there was a moment...
And carried on the break. Little part of your makeup. Lead over Joe O'Connor.
Very thin, swing the cue ball round, try and get over the green side. Well, he got very close to the pot and he clearly fancied the cue ball.
Aim to keep going. And the players to finish first, second, third and fourth in the round robin.
Yeah, and it makes for a very competitive... The fact that every player has registered at least one win sort of supports the fact that it is going to go close.
On the board, only 3 actually. And he's played 4 matches. 1 point accrued.
30.
Win, but only the 3 frames won. He lost 3 matches 3-0 yesterday, Neil, and
90.
he landed absolutely A1 on the blue there to get into those reds, and well, he's been unfortunate. Yeah, he was absolutely fine. There's body language. You can quite often tell if they've landed fine if they just get round and don't make any fake.
Match between these two. And it was a pretty important match as well. Semi-final of the Gibraltar Opening.
31.
If he gets really unlucky in this match, it doesn't quite feel the same. It's obviously...
This contribution a little more complex, a little more...
44.
That's a good strike. Very confident strike from Matt. Yeah, and he won't let you forget that. Really taking the game to him here. Judd made a brilliant contribution from Matthew Selt, and now a real chance to make a century.
99. $97.
He doesn't reach those heights.
104.
That about a lot of the players on the world. It's been a great start to the day for Matthew Selt as part of this match. Not very often that happens.
116. 122. 129. And the frame.
The 89th century on know whether that clearance is successful. As for Judd Trump, well, everything went his way yesterday. 4 wins, 3 by 3 frames to 1.
Won't lie down, he'll try and fight to turn this one around.
Including a couple this season in the Home Nations event.
Pot that. Fortunately for Matt, well, he didn't leave anything easy, but what he did leave was a 3-ball plant that Judd has found.
And no one plays in and out of with the use of running side, but when it comes to recovery shots off the blue, in and out of ball, forward tidied up.
Round the houses. Again, just look at the confidence he plays with.
12. 13.
Recovered, and the cushions were quite dead.
29.
But see how the cue ball is reacting off the cushions. It looks, well, it looks like normal indication of that with a player like Judd. If he's able to move the white around and so accurate, very
A degree, with the certainty he'd be on. I was going to say to the far jaw,
51.
not the case there from
line here. Took a gamble.
$56.
Now he's looking for just one area to play into. Yeah, that's perfect.
$69.
word advisedly, one of the all-time greats actually already, I think. Centuries. He wants to.
$83.
And of course, there is this season. Now that might seem like an unattainable figure right now. It's very much an outside chance, of course.
90.
But if he were to make plenty in...
It's just that relentless
93.
pursuit of perfection straight after a win when many others would spend time celebrating.
97.
Not for... It's probably going to go on.
$108.
The black didn't matter.
Judd Trump 108 and the frame.
A group that's now produced 10 centuries, 2 of which have come in the last 2 frames here. Matthew Matthew Selt made a 129 to lead 2-0.
Yeah, was always going in. He doesn't miss that type of inspiration in that last frame from Judd. Could just spark him into action here. Or reds into play with that one loose red being at the back of the pack.
25.
Already. So there's plenty of work to be done before any thoughts of a maximum, and that dancing blow off one of the reds. Yeah, he's played it and he's found it. It's a good shot. Well, the frame is very much near 3-7 currently by Tom Ford. You can see off the frames, Judd Trump, he gets in,
he's normally accustomed to. It caught that Selt's coming back to the table. Season, of course, Tepchara knew in Saudi Arabia. He made a 78 and ended up having the frame snatched away.
and he knows it's going to a decider. Doesn't want to be cold at the start of that decider, so just taking the chance. I don't blame him for doing this. Actually, there's a
16 frame conceded.
Now Matthew the Trump, with breaks of 108 and 78, has done the same thing in frames 3 and 4. That's why we have gone the distance. The first.
Well, that was a country mile away from Matthew Selt. He took a. He's played a nothing shot really, never so early on in this decider. The same thing, just bringing more reds into play.
9.
Bill Davis, and he always used to say, but you have to say,
because he usually knocks them in. Well, he was on the red to middle anyway. Oh, he's missed it. Well, he can find his way into good position.
1.
This is the chance he was hoping. Well, the first few shots for Matt are key here, just to try and play his weight chance, because there isn't really all that much to do with the cue ball once he finds his way back down this business end.
4.
Selt really had to punch that one in.
Himself taking a split second longer at the Championship League.
Will go into second place in the table.
Any point, he always had that as a hit. Doesn't need to worry. So to step up and take these the way he has, okay, they've all been there, but you've.
Didn't qualify for the German Masters.
66.
You know, this is A little bit of history repeating itself. These two players got the verdict 3-2, making a century in the decider. Won by Selt. What a quirky
86.
stat that is.
Looking very much like it's going to be a second century to add to that 78 break as well that he made. So he's looked very sharp in amongst them. This is a good line as well. Just needs the cue ball to run on.
97. 104.
Simply, Judd Trump